Now let us see the working of a if-else loop, the most primary loop for any language. Now, the general format of the if loop is if condition, and then we have some code, and then else, and then some code. So now this condition, now accordingly this code is executed or this code is executed depends upon the result of this condition. In case the condition comes out to be true, then if is executed. In case the condition comes out to be false, then else is executed. Now this condition must always return a boolean value. In case it is not returning a boolean value, so this is an error. So if I say if 5, so this is no way a boolean value, and this will generate an error in Java, whereas it might run for C++, but for Java this will generate an error. So we always need a boolean value in whatsoever way we obtain this boolean value. So I'll just have a simple example of this number. If I say int x is equal to 5, if x less than 10, we can say x is less than 10, else we can say x is more than 10. So let's just see the output from this. That's obviously x is less than 10. So this is a simple working of a if loop. Now we can even compare x with some value using the double operator. I can say if x double equals 10, so this will compare the value of x with 10. In case the value of x is same as 10, so this will give us x is equal to 10. Otherwise it will say x is not equal to 10. So just we'll see the output. So it is coming out to be not equal to 10. Oh yeah, because x is 5, so it is not comparable to 10, so we are getting the output of x is not equal to 10. Now in case I have a small mistake of putting a equal to rather than the comparison operator, now I immediately get an error. Now this is because x is assigned a value of 10 and the net result from the bracket comes out to be an int. So instead of int we required a boolean here. So this is what the error says, cannot convert from int to boolean. So I'll just change this to have a different. I say boolean is equal to true, and I say if b, then we can say x is equal to 10, and then we can say in the if part, and here we can write in the else part. Now because b is true, so this result of the condition bracket comes out to be true, so we get the output from the if part. Now if I compare this value to something say false, so now b is true being compared to a value called false, net result comes out to be false, so we have the else part. So we got the else part. Now the same mistake I made earlier I'll again make, and let's see what output is there. Now as you can already see, there is no error. Now this is because now b is assigned a value which is false, so the net result of this bracket is false, which is again a boolean. So there is no error in this, whereas earlier we had an int value. So assignment to int generates a result which is int. So here we have the net result from the condition bracket which is coming out to be false. So we can see that we are in the else part. So this is how we can work around for a for loop. In case we have a single statement, we don't need any bracket, and in case we have more than one statement, then you need a bracket. to properly assign the code. So now you can write multiple statements for a if loop. As you can see, now we get two outputs from this, in the else part and in the second part. So this is how we can use if loop to compare the values of variables, whether they are data types or whether they are boolean values. This is the handy loop for comparing values. So in the next we will see multiple if loop and the ternary operator.